So this class is Sociology 308, Houston, the Sociology of a City, and it basically portrays how Houston transformed over the period since 1836 to today, how it really became a city of business elites and pro-growth politics over time, and what the future of Houston is and how it reflects the future of the United States, especially demographically.
So we're in for a wonderful opportunity to see this city through the eyes of someone who knows it better than anybody else in Houston.
Today we took a bus tour with the architectural historian Stephen Fox as part of Professor Klineberg's class, and it was really interesting just going through different aspects of Houston in different neighborhoods, but sort of seeing a story through time.
Here at the intersection of Montrose Boulevard and Hawthorne, which would once have seemed kind of like the center of the social world in Houston, the mansions are gone. A few of the street trees remain, but the kind of Starbucks, that outpost of turn of the 21st century corporate conviviality, is reassuringly here.
The central function of the class is each of the students is doing major individual projects, all focused on how well is Houston addressing the central challenges that it faces. A lot having to do with education, a lot having to do with quality of life, and making it a more beautiful city that can attract the talent of the 21st century, and a lot of it having to do with building this multi-ethnic world that is upon us. And so this was just a wonderful opportunity to see the spatial structures around which so many of these central sociological issues are going to be developed.
Well, here we proceed through what historically was called the South End, today Midtown. On both sides of the street, the kind of, from my perspective, rather demonic building type that's taking over Houston, called a platform building.
We talk about a lot in class are the theories of urban planning. So like in the 1910s, 1920s, how Houston, there was a lot of urban planning with like the Main Street Corridor and Rice, and it was a really deliberate attempt to make all of this green public space. And then after World War II, how that kind of changed and it became a lot more privatized and more focused on the suburban ideal, and how that affected Houston. And you can really see it, like driving straight down Main Street is like going through phases of urban theory and things like that. So that's really cool.
The site work that you see going on along Buffalo Bayou today is funded by a gift from Mr. and Mrs. Rich Kinder to bring this parkway segment of the bayou up to a new level of amenity and enable Houstonians to kind of quite easily gain access to the water channel. My motivation for giving tours like this is to help people understand that cities, places have a historical dimension. They are the result of intentional actions by people, some of which might be motivated by short-term gain, but some of which are also motivated by a kind of long-term civic idealism.